everyone. I'm Joe Martin with Urbane Building Company. Technically, I'm supposed to be a mentor, but really, I just had a lot more fun being one of the students with these guys. So fortunately, I was able to have my mentor here, our mentor, Susan Bacher, who is a structural engineer, Christina Carlson, who was our architect. Jonathan had to leave a few minutes ago, but he was also a civil engineer. So I'm going to let these guys introduce themselves. They did a really good job, especially these last few weeks. They pulled it together very nicely. So we'll start off with Francisco.
Good day, everybody. My name is Francisco Vargas, and I'm a senior at Times Square Academy, currently an accepted student to Boston Architectural College. And our goal for our project was to, first, make an affordable home. Two, make it sufficient and efficient according to how affordable you want to make your house. And three, we want to make it a home that's private for the two families that are going to reside in that home. And thus, my job was to do the site planning. And what a site planner does is, he plays around with the areas that the house has to deal with. For example, one of the areas is the parking, another area is the kids area where they want to play. And so what we came up with was with an L-shaped house that consisted of Unit 1 and Unit 2. Each unit pointed to a different street in the site planning. The one side of the L-shaped house faced Croydon Road, and the other side of the house faced Partridge Ave. And so what this led us to believe is that our number one rule was privacy, because everybody does like their privacy. And so each unit had their own front entrance, they had their own patio, and their own parking lot that faced one side of the street. One side faced Partridge, the other side faced Croydon Road. And so now the house had 2 floors, but before we get into the interior, I will pass you to Jacob, which will explain the exterior of the house.
Hi, my name is Jacob. I'm a freshman at Classical, and I was in charge of doing the SketchUp. I chose red vinyl for the house because red is a unique color and makes the house stand out more. And we added a lot of windows in this arch for natural light instead of to reduce the dependency on electricity. And I added an arch window and circular windows around the house to give the house more character and to add more focal points to the house. And I also added 2 porches on each main entrance, so if you're coming in from the rain, you put all your stuff down, you get a new house list. I'm going to pass it to Jason.
My name is Jason Varela. The first thing I'm going to talk about is the floor plan. On the first floor plan, there is a dining room, kitchen, living room. With a bathroom in each unit. Then to the second floor, there is a master bedroom along with a master closet, 2 bedrooms, a closet, then a closet for your linens, clothes. Also, made our house in a L shape due to the amount of privacy. And now I'm going to turn it to Owen.
My name is Owen Richardson, and I go to Classical High School, and I'm a sophomore. And my job for this project was to make sure the house was LEED certified. And I'm going to start off with what is LEED. It stands for Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design. LEED's goal is to make buildings more sustainable and efficient while being environmentally friendly. Our house would have gotten a gold LEED certification if we were actually going to build it. All it takes is a little more work and some extra money, but the money you would save on energy would be greater. There are 8 categories to earn points to be certified. There is innovation and design process, location and linkages, sustainable sites, water efficiency, energy and atmosphere, materials and resources, endure environmental quality, and and awareness and education. I'm only going to be able to talk about half of the categories today, though. There are many credits that are given to us as prerequisites, such as having a professional team with certain skill sets and building erosion barriers to prevent erosion. A fine example of a prerequisite is for location and linkages. We built our house away from any wetlands or habitats for endangered animals, but this is Providence, so there really aren't any endangered animals or endangered animal habitats or wetlands around this area. For water efficiency, we would install a rainwater harvest system and a gray water reuse system to for toilets, so we don't have to waste water from like the main water source to save money. And we would also install high efficient fixtures and fittings to reduce water consumption. For energy and atmosphere, we would install enhanced insulation to minimize heat transfer and thermal bridging. We would buy windows that would reduce heat loss, because since our house has so many windows, it's kind of necessary. If we were to buy the electrical appliances, we would make sure they would all be energy efficient with Energy Star ratings. And for awareness and education, this is mainly telling the people who will live here how to use the equipment and systems so they can use it efficiently. Thus, we are able to achieve the gold LEED certification with this design. And I'm going to give it back to Francisco.
On behalf of myself and Team E, we would like to thank the audience for coming and watching our presentation. And we would also like to thank ACE, for they have truly showed us what architecture, construction, and engineering really is. From this program, we have learned what it takes to truly build a house, and we have learned how to use SketchUp. We have learned how to use the scale itself, well, that is an important tool for designing. And I would also thank this experience because I know that it will teach us everything that we have to learn for the future. I personally had a great experience with a senior associate architect at Erie Architects, and he showed me around his job site. And one thing that I could remember was that he told me, Francisco, I'm old, but it satisfies me to see a guy that will replace my job. And this is what I'd like to thank ACE for: creating, designing, constructing, and engineering the future replacements of the future. Thank you.
Crunch together.
Act like I'm behind your chin. Jason, hold your seat.